Hello and welcome back to Yoga with me, Andrea. Our class today is going to be a 45-minute class, and it's going to be a general kind of flow class. Lots of nice bends and folds and twists and turns, but there will be a focus on hips, hip openers, stretching, extending, lengthening. So have a yoga strap or a towel or a belt or something nearby to help you, and enjoy the class. And if you do enjoy it, please leave a comment, let me know, like, subscribe to my channel, and just have fun. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye. Well, we will start off lying down, and it is all about hips. So have your blocks and your straps nearby because you're going to need them. So just come to lying down. Keep your knees bent, knees touching, feet as wide as the mat. Close your eyes and just relax down. And sometimes this is the hardest part of the class. So actively relax all around your lower back, your hips, your glutes, and then traveling up your spine, backs of the shoulders, tops of the shoulders, relaxing down. Turn your hands, your arms, so the palms are facing upwards. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And out through the nose, release it down. In through the nose. And out through the nose, relax. On your next inhale, pull belly button up and in, imprint lower back, bring your knees into the chest, give them a hug, a squeeze, and maybe a little rock from side to side, massaging your back. And then pause. Reach between your legs, grab hold of those big toes. Draw the knees to the armpits. And just take a little rock from side to side in your happy baby. And if you want to bring your feet a little bit wider in your happy baby, opening up your hips a bit more, if it feels good, do it. And just close your eyes and just roll gently from side to side. Just a small movement, but enough to just give your back a nice little massage here. And then come to a still pose. Keep hold of the toes, but drop the heels down. Knees can still stay wide. And just give your lower back some love, your sacrum. A little rock from side to side here, easing it out. And then pause. On your next inhale, extend one leg really straight, holding onto the big toe. Push that heel away. As you inhale, bring it back down. Other leg extends long, push the heel away. Try and get the leg as straight as you can. Inhale it back in again. Once more on each side, really push the heel away. And last time on the other side. And then bring your feet down, bring the knees together, and then just bring the feet to the mat. Grab your strap and pop it around the sole of your left leg, foot. And then have your hands up quite high and then draw the tops and backs of the shoulders down. So shoulders are firmly on the mat. And then just start to lengthen the leg. Push that heel up, pull the ball of the foot down, and maybe gently pulling on the strap to bring the foot above your face a little bit more. Keep pushing the heel away, squeeze the kneecap, going as straight as you can, holding here. And then bring both straps into the right hand. Bring the left arm out as a counterbalance, and you're not going to come very far. You're just going to pull the leg across the top of the right thigh. The left hip isn't going to lift, so it's a kind of like a diagonal cross, but both hips staying down. And you'll feel it on the outer thigh from the knee down to the hip. And just hold it here for a moment. And then bringing the leg up, put the straps into the left hand.
Right arm on the floor as the left leg drops down as far as it will go. If you want to put your right hand on the right hip to keep it pushing down, feel free. You don't want the hips to lift and you want both shoulders firmly on the mat. Focusing on the breath, deep inhale. As you exhale, can you lower the leg a fraction more? Deep breath in. As you exhale, relax your shoulders. And then slowly bringing that leg back up to center. Bring the knee into the chest, give it a squeeze, and then put the foot on the mat with the knee bent. Strap goes around the right foot. And then extend the leg straight. Reach the hands up, but then draw the shoulders down. Push the heel away. Pull those toes down towards you. Squeeze the kneecap as you maybe pull that foot further over your face. See how it feels, and then hold it here for a couple of breaths. Relax into the pose. And then both straps go in your left hand, right arm goes out as a counterbalance. Keep the hips on the mat and just bring the leg across as far as it can go without the hip lifting. Ooh, nice deep stretch in that butt cheek and down the outside of the thigh. Hold it here. And then slowly come back to center. Straps in the right hand, left arm extends out, and right leg comes all the way out to the side, or left hand on the hip if the hip's in danger of lifting up. And just let that right leg come out as far as it will go. Relax the muscles around your hips and waist. Focus on your breath. And then on your next inhale, bring that leg up, bring the left foot to meet it in the strap. Now, this time, I want you to start to slide your hands down the strap, bring your backs of your biceps and your elbows onto the mat. So the arms are down. And then all you're going to try and do is pull on the strap, bring your feet further over above your face. And then keep pulling, and maybe your bottom will lift. Keep pulling, and maybe the whole of your buttocks lift. Hold here. Straighten the legs, squeeze the kneecaps, relax the tops of the shoulders. And then slowly bend the knees, pop the strap to one side, wrap your arms around your shins, hug the knees into the chest, and just take a little rock from side to side, turning your head as well, massage the back of your head, easing it out here, breathing here. And then release your arms out to the side, T-shape them with palms up. Extend the legs long, pull the toes down, push the heels away. Really push the heels up, really pull the toes down. Now squeeze those kneecaps and the fronts of your thighs. Engage your belly, imprint lower back as you start to lower your legs out to a wide straddle. Let them come down as far as they will go. And then rotate the feet. Toes are pointing down, leading back up together with the heels. Heels touch, toes touch. Leading down with the heels. Moving slowly. Keep the lower back imprinted. Turning the feet, lifting back up. Heels touch, toes touch. Lowering out to the side. Keep lower back imprinted. Turn the feet and pause. Pull the toes down. Push those heels up. Relax the tops of the shoulders. See if your legs will come into a deeper straddle. And then super slowly with control, start to bring the legs up towards each other. Feet, heels touch, toes touch. Arms come behind your thighs. Pull the thighs into the belly, knees into the chest. And again, a little rock from side to side, massaging your back, looking after that hard working back. And then pause. Release your hands, bring them on your knees. Pull the knees into the chest and then pull them out wide. Push them away from you and then together. Inhale into chest and push them wide. Exhale, circling back around. Inhaling and exhaling. One more. Inhale and exhale. And then pause, change direction, out to the side. Pull them into the chest, push them away. Inhaling wide and in, and exhale, pushing away. Inhale and exhale. One more circle here. And then pause. Bring your arms to your sides, palms facing upwards. Bring the right foot to the mat. Extend that left leg long. Now you want your knees at the same height. So lift your head, check your knees are at the same height. Point the toes. And then like you're painting with the big toes, start drawing small circles. Keep pulling the belly button up and in, imprinting lower back. So small circles about the size of a saucer, a coffee saucer. And then change direction, sticking with the small circles for now. Keep the tops of the shoulders relaxed. And then start to get the circles bigger, like the size of a dinner plate. Keep pointing the toe, drawing with the toe. One more here, and then changing direction. Nice dinner plate sized circles. And then we're going to take it big. Toe straight up to the ceiling, out to the side, circling along the floor and back up. Big, big circles. If the opposite hip is lifting, bring your hand on top of it. And we're just going to do one more here, one more after this one. And then we're going to change direction. You'll be feeling this in the hips. Changing direction, big circles out. Using the breath. Two more going this way. And last one, and then hug that knee in. Squeeze it in tightly and release it to the mat. Other leg, right leg, point the toes, knees stay at the same height. That tiny saucer with the big toe, circling one way, changing direction. Kind of 4 or 5 circles, I guess. And then bringing it to a dinner plate size. And if you're greedy like me, it's going to be a big plate. And then pause, change direction on your dinner plate. You'll be feeling that in the front of the thigh. And then take it big. Foot comes up, out to the side, sweeping along the floor and up to the ceiling. Huge, great big circles here. Making this one your last one, and pause, change direction. Big circles, kind of 4 or 5, depending on how fast you're going. Slow is strong, so sometimes it's quite good to slow it down a little bit. And then bring the knee into the chest, squeeze it in, and release the foot to the mat. Give your hips just a little waggle, a little rock from side to side. And then bringing your legs to a reverse tabletop. Feet are level with the knees. Knees are over hips. Extend one leg long, point the toes. Inhale it back in. Other leg long, point the toes. Bringing it back in. Opposite arm and leg. Opposite arm and leg. Leg extends long, arm behind you. Inhaling it back in. Other arm lifts as other leg extends. Bringing it back in. One more time on each side. The leg can come as low as you like, challenging your core. And then lift head and shoulders off the mat. Opposite arm and leg with head and shoulders lifted. Moving slowly from side to side. Keep imprinting your lower back. Chin is tucked to chest. As you do 3 or 4 on each side. And maybe one last one on each side. And release it down, hug knees into chest. Squeeze them in really tightly. Again, a little rock. And then hands behind your thighs as you rock and roll up and down your spine. And we're going to come up to a seated pose. Nice. Make sure you're comfortable. Bring your hands behind you. Push your spine upright. See if you can bring your knees wide. Maybe a half lotus, maybe a full lotus. And then bring hands onto the knees. Draw your belly up and in as you extend your spine. As you exhale, draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, turn your head looking over one shoulder. Back to center, over the other shoulder. Back to center. Left hand, right knee. Inhale, length. Turn to look over the right shoulder. Hold, breathe, twist. Keep that spine nice and long. Keep that belly button pulling up and in. And releasing it to the other side. Right hand, left knee as you inhale, length. And exhale, twist. And releasing it forward. Bring the feet in as tightly as you can. If you can, come to your half lotus do. My knee won't let me. And then just bring your hands to the mat in front of you. Slide them away long. Come halfway. Come until you feel your hips kind of going, oh, that's quite deep. Pause. And then maybe that little rock and roll. And then maybe folding further forwards. Chin coming to chest. Forearms to the mat. Hold here. Lifting head and elbows, walk the hands back, hands behind you as you lift your hips up, hips and chest to the ceiling, holding here. Use the breath, keep pushing into the hands. Lift those hips. And then release them down and change the cross of your feet. Nowhere near as comfortable for me, but maybe yours is going to be fine. Same thing here, fingertips in front. Inhale, length. And exhale, coming forward. Pause halfway. Our little rock and roll. And then sliding forwards, chin to chest. Pausing here, holding here. Lift your head, walk yourself upright, hands behind you. Inhale, lifting your hips, arch the back, arch the hips, lift them up for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Release it down, uncross your legs and bring your feet to the mat. We're going to come up to a reverse tabletop, hands down, lift those hips, squeeze those butt cheeks as you lift those hips up. Holding here. If you get a cramp, I often get a cramp actually coming into this. If you get a cramp, just stretch it out. Holding here. And then releasing it down. Crossing feet at the ankle, rolling over your knees or feet to the side and coming over onto all fours. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Let the belly sink down. Push into the hands, rotate elbow creases forward. Inhale, arching up, chin to chest. And exhale, releasing it down. Inhale up to cat. Exhale to your cow. Inhale, lift, push hard into the hands. Exhale, bringing it down. One more time. Inhale, up. And exhale, release it down. Walk your hands back towards your knees and come upright on your knees, having your head chopped off the camera like me. And then we're going to do a little bit of sidewaysy stuff with our hips open. So if you want to make it more comfy for your knees, you can just kind of double up on the mat to give yourself a bit of padding.
And then right leg's going to extend long. Now, you can see I'm slightly leaning to the left. So what you want to try and do is not lean. Bring shoulders back over the hips and arms just resting by your sides. Starting to lift the left arm out. As it lifts up, pull the top of the shoulder down, and then a little fold one way. Hold here. Hold. Pull that belly button up and in to then windmill the arms. And coming to the left, fingertips to the mat, right bicep coming to the ear, and hold here. Engage that core to bring yourself up. We're milling back to the right, bicep to the ear. Inhale and exhale, bicep to ear. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Coming down, bicep to ear. Nice and long here. And coming up, right, swapping sides. Right knee to the mat, left leg nice and long. And again, try not to lean. Try and keep the shoulders over the hips. Heel, knee, and hip in alignment. Right arm lifting out. Shoulder comes down as you fold over. Pull belly button up and in as you windmill up and across, bicep to ear. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. In and out. And bringing yourselves up. Unroll your mat. Resetting back with a straight mat. Does it drive you crazy? Does it drive you crazy when your mat's not straight? I hate it. My OCD-ness. Coming back to all fours. Extend one leg along behind you. Extend opposite arm. Engage your core as arm and leg lift. Flex the foot, reach the arm, holding here. And then slowly start to bring the leg out to the side, the arm out to the opposite side. Your leg won't go very far, holding here. And inhale it back long again and release it down. Opposite arm and leg, lift, hold. And then leg to the left, arm to the right, hold. Back and release it down. Bring your knees as wide as your mat, drop your hips to your heels. Arms long in front of you, forehead to the mat. Take a moment in child pose. Relax everything down. Release the hips. And then lift your head. Lift your hips up, walk your knees together, walk your hands back towards your knees, tuck toes, coming up via our toe stand. Just holding here. Finding your balance, look at something straight in front of you that's not moving. Bring your hands to your heart center, balancing on your toes. Hold here. And then bringing your fingertips to the mat, you're just going to shoot the hips up, coming into a forward fold. Inhaling and exhaling. Hands as flat as you can get them to the mat, legs as straight as you can get them. Hold here. And then wrap your arms behind your knees. Draw your belly and chest onto your thighs. Really squeeze belly and chest on thighs. And then straighten those legs. See if you can still stay in your Utkatasana, in your forward fold. Uttanasana, wrong one, sorry. Holding here. And let the arms just flop down. Tuck your chin to your chest. Rolling up one vertebra at a time. Coming upright, arms reaching out. Reaching up, looking up, and hands come down to heart center. Release your arms to your side. Roll your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Keep the shoulders down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Chest is proud. Pull that belly button up and in. As arms start to lift in front of you, palms facing, look up. And exhale, bringing the arms down to your sides, chin to chest. Softening the knees, rolling down from the back of the mat. Hands come to the mat. Walk it out to your plank. Hands under shoulders. Push the heels away, squeeze those kneecaps. Lower the knees, chest and chin. Slide to your cobra. Push via your knees, tuck toes, downward facing dog. And give the legs a really good pedal. Push one heel to the mat and then the other heel. Really stretch out, pausing maybe on each side until you feel that calf muscle really get that lovely stretch. Holding here. And then pushing into your downward facing dog. Push harder into the hands. Can you get your belly and chest closer to the thighs? You should feel your shoulder blades behind you engaging. You should feel your upper back getting that really nice stretch. Give your head a nod, give your head a shake, and then soften in the knees. Walk yourself to the top of the mat. Come to your fold, nose coming down towards your knees, and just hold it here. Push into the feet, chin to chest as you roll up super slowly. Once your legs are straight, your spine straightens, the arms lift out and up, and hands come down to heart center. Take a moment here. Make sure your feet are roughly your hip distance apart. Lift the toes, spread them wide, really, really wide. Lace them down. Push into the feet, squeeze the kneecaps, fronts of the thighs. That little pelvic tilt here, supporting your lower back. Release your arms to your side. Hands are pulling down, shoulders are pulling down. Really slowly, the first round, reaching the arms out. Really slowly, keep that extension in the arms. Spread the fingers wide as they start to lift. Pull the tops of the shoulders down. Palms meet. Hands spread out. And super slowly, with control, micro bend in the knees as you hinge forwards. Swan dive, hands either side of your feet. Inhale to your halfway lift, pull the shoulders away from ears. Exhale, folding forward, step the right foot back, the left foot back. Take your plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga as you lower. Cobra or up dog, meeting in downward facing dog. Pedal the legs out and then right leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Looking forward, sweep step or move it between the hands. Left foot joins it in your forward fold. Inhale, reverse that swan dive. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhaling out and up, maybe a back bend. And exhale, swan dive, hands either side of feet. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, fold left foot and right foot back to your plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, meeting in down dog. Left leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Looking forward, sweep step or move it between your hands. Right foot joins it in your fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhaling out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold, step or jump back to your plank. Knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, meeting in down dog. Right leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, rotate the hip outwards, look under your arm, pausing here. See if you can get that knee higher. And then flipping over onto your left foot, right foot coming behind you, wild thing, lift the hips.
Lift the hips higher, holding here. And then inhale, lifting back up, three-legged dog. Looking forward, sweep step or move it between your hands. Coming up, warrior one. Thinking about your train tracks. So if you can get your hips and your shoulders forward, bending and straightening the knee, sinking deep and pause. Now bring that left hip forward, pull the right hip back. Feel that deep stretch down the front of the left thigh into the hip. Squeeze that kneecap on your left leg. Straighten that leg a fraction more as you sink deeper. Arms reaching out, reaching up, looking up, pull the tops of the shoulders down, sink deeper and hold this. Deep inhales and every exhale, sink deeper, relax the shoulders here. Focusing on your breath, focusing on deepening that hip stretch. And then hands either side of the right foot, step back and take your plank. Knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Meeting in down dog again. Left leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Looking forward, sweep step or move it between your hands. Warrior one on the other side. Get that nice long stride. And then bring that right hip forward, draw the left hip back. Bending and straightening, sinking deep. Think about the right hip. Can you straighten that leg? Can you squeeze the kneecap? Pull the flesh on the thigh up and in. And then releasing the arms out wide, lifting up, tops of the shoulders down as you sink into your pose. And keep trying to squeeze that right thigh. Keep trying to bring the right hip forward. Squeeze that right kneecap as you breathe here. Relax the tops of the shoulders. Hold. And then hands either side of the left foot, step back and take your plank. Knees, chest, chin or chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Drop the knees, hips to heels. Take a moment in child pose. Bring your arms behind you. Palms are up, forehead to the mat. Relax. And then lifting your head. Arms are reaching long and then reach them longer. Feel your rib cage expanding. Tuck your toes and we're back up in our downward facing dog. Holding here, I just remembered we forgot to do wild thing on the other side. Lift that left leg up high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, rotate the hip, look underneath the armpit. And then left foot coming down to the mat. Reach the hips up, let the left arm come out to the side. Holding your wild thing here. And then left hand to the mat, back via your three-legged dog. Sweep the left knee behind the left wrist. Slide that right leg away. We're going to come to a pigeon pose. Now the goal is to get that shin parallel to the top of the mat. Mine never stays there. So if you find, I mean, it just pops back. I don't know why. Holding for just a moment and then making either a pillow with your hands or grab a block, put the block under your forehead. Relax down, elbows wide to your pigeon. And it should feel so nice for that left butt cheek, hip, thigh, glute. Relax. If you're finding it uncomfortable, you'll need to just kind of shuffle around a teeny bit till you find that sweet spot where you could stay here for hours. Breathing here. And then lifting your head, hands come shoulder width. Tuck right toes and left leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Bring it down. Right leg up high, three-legged dog. Right knee behind right wrist and slide that left leg away. And again, you can use the block for your forehead or make a pillow with your hands and relax down. Adjust your hips so that you can comfortably lie here for a few breaths. Relax the tops of the shoulders. And then inhaling, hands shoulder width, tuck left toes, right leg lifts up, three-legged dog, then bring the foot down. Bring your knees to the mat and bring yourselves to your seated pose. Extend your legs in front of you. Give them a nice little waggle and then bend the left knee, bring the left foot to the inner thigh. Really nice. Draw hips and shoulders forwards, reaching arms out and up. Pull the toes towards you as you hinge forward, grabbing shin, ankle, or feet, or use the strap to pull yourself down over that right leg, holding here. Lifting your head, walk hands up, left hand behind you, right arm sweeping out in front as you come to a modified wild thing. Lift the hips, hold here, keep pushing the hips higher, keep arching the back, let that right arm come down. And then sweep the arm around as you bring yourself down, coming to the other side. Right foot to left inner thigh. Move the butt cheeks out of the way as you bring the arms out and up. Pull the toes in towards you. And exhale forward, taking hold wherever feels nice and relaxing down. Inhale yourselves up, right hand to the mat, left arm sweeping out and up. Arch your back, lift your hips. Really see if you can get those hips as far forward and far up as you can get them. And then bringing it down to the mat. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet together. Interlace fingers under the feet. Give those legs a really nice little butterfly wing flap here. Beautiful. Easing it out. And then bring your legs to a nice wide straddle pose. Hold into the inner thighs. See if you can bring the legs even wider. Hands come behind you, pushing yourself upright. And then you want to keep the length in your spine and just bring your hands in front of you. And then start to creep them forward, coming about halfway. And then our little gentle waggle from side to side. And see if the hands can come further. And keep that gentle lower back movement going. And see how far down you can get your hands, how far away. When you've gone as far as you can, lower the forearms, chin to chest, folding forwards. You'll feel this on your inner thighs. Hold. Lifting the elbows in your head, walk yourselves back. Slide the right arm down. Actually, no, grab your strap. Grab your strap. We'll all use a strap. Bring the strap around the foot. And what you're going to do is you're going to really pull the ball of the foot towards you really tightly, and you're going to hold it there. Left arm is going to lift out. And then you're going to pull yourself over to the side, maybe elbow to knee, chin, or maybe to the mat. Keep that left shoulder nice and open. And try and keep the shoulder open as you bring your bicep up over to that left ear. Try and keep the chest open to the ceiling. Keep pulling the toes towards you. And maybe you can find the toes, but I lose my twist. So I don't go completely down because I like to keep my chest open and my spine nicely engaged. And then to bring yourself out of it, using your core and coming to the other side. Really pull that foot in, really nice and tight. All your arm muscles engaged. Right arm reaches out, reaching up long, pull yourself over. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, and then bring the arm up and over. You can get deeper into the pose using a strap, and it should feel really nice through the right hip, waist, and rib cage, holding here. And then inhale yourselves up, put the strap to one side, bring those feet in once more. In fact, grab the strap again. Sorry, my bad. Bring it around your feet, wrap it around your hands, and then pull your heels in tighter towards you. Keep the spine nice and long as you give those legs a nice little flap once more. And then release it. Grab one of your blocks and just have it nearby, because we're going to come down to lying on the mats, but we're going to use the block. And you're going to pop it underneath your sacrum. So lower back, that flat bony bit here. So you're going to lower yourselves down onto your backs, and you're going to lift the hips and just pop it under your sacrum. And you'll need to have a little play adjusting it so that when it's in the right spot, you can bring your arms to your sides, palms are up. You can relax the shoulders, relax the hips, and it will feel like your whole of your lower back is stretching as gravity kind of pulls you down, and the hips are staying on the block, and it should feel absolutely blooming brilliant. Close your eyes and just pause here for a moment. It's kind of part of our Shavasana, but not fully. Just holding here, just let yourself sink down. So actively relax around the hips and thighs, around your glutes, and see if you can get a teeny bit more extension here. If you have lower back issues, this feels really good. Then opening your eyes, push into the feet, remove the block, lower your butt to the mat, hug the knees into the chest, squeeze them in tightly, and then T-shape your arms, palms are up. Drop the knees to one side all the way down. Turn your head in the opposite direction. Both shoulders are on the mat. Relax. And then engaging your core, bring the knees to center, lower them the other way, turn head in opposite direction, close your eyes and relax. Engage that core, bring the legs back to center, bring the feet to the mat, extend the legs long to the corners, bring your arms to your sides, tuck your chin, adjust your hips and shoulders, and settle down into Shavasana. Relax the feet, the legs, the knees. Relax your hips, your waist, your spine, your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Relaxed. Relax your face. Focus on your breath. Deep, slow, even breath. And then taking a deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, turn your head chin to one shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, chin to the other shoulder. Inhale in, slide your legs together. Inhale, arms up overhead, interlace fingers, push the palms away. Point the feet, flex, point and flex. And then draw the knees into the chest. Squeeze them in, hug them in, give them some love. Then rolling to your side, pushing up to your comfortable cross-legged seat pose, bringing your hands to heart center, close your eyes, take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, bringing hands to the third eye, to heart center, and namaste. Thank you for joining me.